What's going on, everybody? It's EricRayweather back here, and in today's video we're going to be talking about the NFL license. The NFL did just extend the exclusive quote-unquote simulation license with Electronic Arts EA Sports. So we're going to cover it in this video. We're going to actually read the statement they put out. We're going to talk about some other things and kind of just go over like the state of kind of the football gaming, what we're in, and just kind of have some real talk with you guys. Now, if you're new to the channel and you always want to be up to date on Madden things or the new NFL 2K arcade style games that will be coming out soon, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell so you don't miss any of the uploads. We just hit 262 today. We had about 1,000 new subscribers since yesterday's video, so you guys have been really killing it lately. I appreciate it. If you're new, if you're a lurker, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. Now, Albert Breer over on Twitter, last week we made a video. He put out a tweet saying that the NFL owners would be voting to extend the exclusive deal with EA this week, and a lot of people, of course, were in uproar because everybody wants the license opened up just for the sake of competition and for options. We can have multiple games to play, and games you would think would be better when there's two companies or even maybe more competing. And like I said in that video, I said don't expect this to not get voted on because the NFL owners don't care about Madden. They don't probably even know what Madden is. All they know is they're making money. Yes, check mark, vote on it. This was probably an easy unanimous vote, right? The deal was already in place. People were like, okay, you know, let's contact the owners. Let's try to this and that. They don't care. They don't. I'm trying to tell you that they don't care, but many people think otherwise. Well, they just approved the deal. Albert Breer on Twitter today said NFL owners just voted to approve an extension of their deal with Electronic Arts. This one will run through the 2025 season and through the 2026 season if revenue markers are hit. So when it comes to that kind of game, it'll be Madden for a while, meaning simulation. And I already know, once again, well, I don't think Madden's really simulation. It doesn't matter what you think. This is how the NFL views it. Madden is simulation. Things like NFL Street, NFL Blitz, that's arcade. That's what 2K can dabble in right now. That's how they view it, okay? Even if you think that Madden doesn't uphold simulation to the highest quality. Now, I want to read to you the press release or whatever you want to call this on the NFL's website because I think this is actually important. It's going to take maybe about 2 minutes to read through this, but I think it's important for you guys to understand this is how the NFL feels. This is exactly how they feel regarding EA, regarding Madden. It doesn't matter what the Metacritic scores say. It doesn't matter, you know, petitions that people sign. Any negative feedback on Twitter, they don't even look at that stuff. This is 100% how they feel towards EA and towards Madden. And maybe if I read this, then you'll understand why they keep extending the deal. Because every, year on this channel, I'll have videos here, there talking about it. And people just can't seem to understand why the NFL keeps extending. And people get mad at me when I say, the NFL is probably going to keep extending it because the behavior that they've shown over the past 15 years shows that this is what they want. They want one company making the main game. That's how the NFL is. They like one exclusive partner. They do this for a lot of different things, right? That's their track record. And the interesting thing that I actually found out not that long ago is back when they made it exclusive in 2004, a lot of people, myself included, thought, well, EA just offered the most money. They went with the most money. Well, according to a lot of people, they've said that wasn't even true, that 2K actually offered more money. But the NFL was being kind of petty towards 2K because it was definitely reported that they were mad that they sold 2K5 for $20. They didn't like that at all, and I think that was one of the main reasons they even decided to go exclusive. I don't think that was the only reason, but it was definitely a factor in it. So it wasn't even solely about the money because they know no matter who makes the game, people are going to buy it. They're going to make a lot of money regardless, but they actually went with a lower bid kind of despite 2K. And that's really interesting because if it's not 100% about just making the most money, then at that point you really have no control. Because even if you don't buy the game, I mean, it would have to be a huge boycott for them to be like, hold on, something's up here. And I don't think that's ever going to happen because there's way too many people, like I've said before, that are just going to buy the game every year because they just enjoy playing football. A lot of people don't see any issue with Madden. And when I say that, people are like, well, how that's not true. No, there's plenty of people, there's kids, there's younger people. They just pick up the game, they play with their buddies, and they don't really take it that seriously. They just want to cop the game every year, play their friends, play their brother, whatever the case. A lot of people don't even play it online. So, those are the people that keep buying the game every year. And then you got your hardcore MUT players and things like that are spending revenue on the game, so the revenue always stays up. And as long as that is there, the NFL is pretty happy. So here is what they wrote on their site. They said, today, Electronic Arts the National Football League and the NFL Players Association announced a multi-year renewal to their partnership, making the biggest and widest-reaching interactive entertainment agreement in NFL history. Under partnership, EA Sports Madden NFL franchise will continue as the exclusive and authentic football simulation game, and EA Sports, the NFL, and the NFLPA will also create games in new genres, expanded esports programs, and additional entertainment experiences for fans across more platforms. That's interesting. So it sounds like EA Sports is going to be dabbling in some other NFL type games. We know 2K has their new deal to make arcade games. We should get our first game next year. We don't know exactly what type of arcade game they're going to make, but we know they are going to make one. But it also sounds like EA is going to be dabbling in some other types of things too. So not really sure. We haven't heard anything about that until reading it here. So that's interesting. Continuing on here, it says the agreement comes at a time when the world is playing and watching more Madden NFL than ever before, as NFL fandom worldwide continues to grow. Madden NFL 20 was the most successful game in franchise history, with unique players growing by 30% year over year, monthly average players reaching an all-time high, and more than 330 million hours of the game played life to date. In just the month of April alone, player levels have nearly doubled from last year, and great community and celebrity athlete competitions broadcast throughout the month led to the equivalent of 26,000 NFL seasons of Madden NFL 20 content watched by viewers around the world. Madden NFL Esports had its biggest year yet, with broadcasts on ESPN, ESPN2, and FS1, bringing Madden competitive programming to tens of millions of fans. Now, again, I've been saying this for a while on this channel, and people just don't seem to believe me. This was the most successful Madden ever. That doesn't necessarily mean it was the highest selling Madden ever. Most successful means engagement, hours played, the unique amount of players playing the game, and you're seeing growing 30% year over year. That's what the NFL cares about. I mean, there's tons of people pointing out all of the flaws of Madden 20. Madden 20 is far from the best Madden. I don't hate Madden 20. I hate 18 and 19 way more than I did 20. But 20 is definitely on the lower end, and at least in terms of gameplay and things like that. It's not that good of a game. Okay, most people agree with that. Some people say it's the worst ever. Some people say, it's not the worst ever, but it's bad, right? And it was still the most successful ever. So clearly, and that's not just because it's the only NFL game, because 18, 19, 17, 16, those were the only NFL games those years too, and those years were not close to doing what this year did. So as much as people say the game is bad, all EA sees on their end and all the NFL sees is, well, we got people playing more hours than ever before this year. We've got number of players growing. We have players engaging with all these different modes that we're putting in the game, like KO and face of the franchise and etc. That's what they see. So in their mind, even though they are seeing a lot of negative feedback on Twitter and stuff like that, they're also seeing, well, dude, the numbers are just through the roof. People are playing the hell out of the game more than they ever have before. So, that's kind of where that balance comes in. As a developer, like, obviously you know the issues with your game. You see the feedback from the hardcore people that play the game the most and know the game the best, but you're also seeing just numbers that are crazy in terms of people playing the game. So it makes it kind of hard to balance sometimes. Well, obviously we have to fix things, but obviously there's a lot of people that if they didn't like the game that much, they wouldn't be playing it in April and in May, at the numbers that they are. So that's what they're seeing. Continuing on here, it says, building on the most successful year for Madden NFL, this is a powerful time for EA Sports to come together with the NFL and the NFLPA in this new wide-reaching partnership, said Andrew Wilson, CEO of Electronic Arts. Together, we have a tremendous opportunity to entertain more players through the new Madden NFL experiences, games, and in new genres and on new platforms, esports, and new innovations that will grow the love of the NFL for fans around the world. EA has been a trusted partner for more than 30 years, and they continue to bring innovation. That's, debatable, but innovation, authenticity, and creativity to everything they do, and we are certainly a great example of that, as evidenced by the huge success of Madden NFL 20, said Commissioner Roger Goodell. The expansion of this partnership is not only about the continued success of Madden NFL franchise, but also the creation of new avenues for our fans to connect with the sport they love. EA Sports and Madden NFL are such pivotal points of connection for NFL players, the sport, and its fans. We have a shared vision to expand the fan base of football through interactivity, and we're thrilled to continue our strong partnership with EA Sports to bring this to life in more ways than ever. And that's basically it. There's a little bit more, but that's basically it. That's how the NFL views it. They love, I've said this for years on the channel, and people think like, oh, you're just defending EA. Oh, you just, no. I want 2 games. I want 2K. That's more games I can make content on. That's more games that I can play. That's more money I can ultimately make. I want multiple games for many reasons. But this is how the NFL feels. It's how the commissioner feels. It's how the owners feel. Like they're saying, most successful year ever. We want to keep building the strong relationship. We like the relationship we have with EA. And for as many issues that the games have, as many problems that we convey to not only, you know, whoever, EA, the NFL, that we just rant about on YouTube or on Twitter, despite all of that, the NFL thinks everything is great. It's A1. It's 100%. It couldn't be better. That's how they view it. And once you understand that, you understand why things are going to continue the way they are. Hopefully, EA just finds it in themselves to say, we want to innovate more. We want to create a better product. I honestly feel Madden 20, they made some attempts at that they haven't made for years. I think they made attempts to make things better, even if certain things failed. And hopefully they keep making those attempts, and hopefully they get some stuff right. But as far as the NFL is concerned, all they see is most successful ever, hours played, revenue, strong relationships, so many people are playing. That's what they see, and that's all they're going off of. So if you think the NFL is not going to keep re-upping these deals every 5, 6, 7 years, they've shown you for the past 15 plus, what, it's about 16 years now, they've shown you this is exactly how they feel, this is what they want to do, and it's what they're going to continue to do. They're not against working with other publishers because they are working with 2K again now, but it's not to make NFL 2K5 or to make a game like All Pro Football 2K8, it's to make different types of football experiences, and they want the flagship NFL game to continue to be EA Sports Madden NFL. That's just it in a nutshell. And I know a lot of people don't like that. I know some people are indifferent about it, but that's just what it is. And if this doesn't prove it for the final time, you know, if you still after this think, okay, one day we can change their mind, I don't know what to tell you, because they're putting it in black and white right in front of your face. And they've done it for 16 years. So that's the news for today. You probably didn't enjoy the video because I'm sure a lot of you didn't enjoy this news, but like I said, good or bad, I'm going to bring you the news and I'm going to give you my thoughts and opinions on it. So hope you did enjoy at least my feedback or commentary on it. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, I will see you guys next time.